Good afternoon. My name is Dustin Spittler, sitting here with my pet rock. Did you ever have a pet rock growing up? I wasn't able to have one. I was too poor for a pet rock. But when I grew up, I finally got to have one. This rock here is actually sentimental value in our family. About 100 years ago, this rock was a foundational stone for a barn for my great-great-grandfather. And it was a barn used to keep livestock and hay and other things. About 1930s or so, the barn burned down and several rocks left over, of course, and I get to have one. So this is an old rock that's really cool. It means something to me. I just keep it in the backyard. But so I would say, well, Pastor Dustin, why you got a rock? What are you doing? Well, I want to use this rock as an illustration today. James chapter 1, verse 2 and 3 says, "My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience." James is telling us in this passage we're supposed to be enjoying our trials. You're supposed to have joy. There are different trials. There's trials of money. There's trials of family. There's trials of sickness and health. And no matter what the trial is, James is saying we're supposed to have joy. And when we have joy and enjoy our trials, we can have patience developed in us. You know, sometimes trials are like a big, heavy rock on top of us. You ever felt like your pressures and the darkness that come from trials are wearing you thin? You ever feel like, man, these things are so heavy. How can I possibly go another day? Man, it's so dark. I cannot see what is going on here, God. Sometimes trials feel like a big, heavy boulder on top of us. We can't move. We can't think straight. We can't figure out what's going on. Well, God says you're supposed to enjoy your trials because when the boulder is on top of you, it is building patience inside of you. What is patience? The word patience means hopeful or cheerful endurance. Charles Spurgeon said that the trials that we have will dig up what is in us. It'll bring out what's truly in our hearts. And that's very true. Our trials are meant to show us how patient are we. Do we have hopeful and cheerful endurance? Meaning that if God were to come up when a trial is on top of us and he were to peel back that stone, would he be able to see us with a smile on our face, knowing, God, I'm going to spend as much time as I need to down here. I'm trusting you. I'm being patient. I'm having cheerful and hopeful endurance. You read the pages of this Bible, every single great person that did something great at a time of trials. Think of Abraham and Isaac. Man, what a trial. He waited so long for his son, and then when his son came, God said sacrifice him. Of course, that was a trial, yet he endured it cheerfully. Think about Elijah and all that he went through, even wanting to give up underneath the juniper tree there. But God continued to work and show him the need for patience. Think about David running 10 years through the wilderness, hiding from Saul who wanted to kill him. God was teaching him patience. You may say, God, why is this big heavy stone of this trial on me? God's trying to get you to enjoy your trials. And I know that doesn't make sense, but you can have joy. And God can use that joy to bring forth patience. To bring forth patience. So trials plus joy equals patience. Are you patient? Do you have what you need to get through? I guarantee you don't. But if you look to the one that has it, when you look to the Lord Jesus, he can give it to you. So, I encourage you, if you're going through a trial, don't give up. God's not done with you. He's trying to do something wonderful in your life. Say, God, please help me to have patience. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. God bless you.